Yeah. So we will start with the installation of the Jenkins today. Like as a prerequisite, yesterday we installed Java installation, JDK installation. If you see Java hyphen version, we installed JDK of 1.8.0.3 underscore 332. So for installation, we use this command. So we use this sudo minstall java 1.8.0 open JDK hyphen delete. So using this, we are able to install the Java in our local machine and also verify whether Java is running or not with the Java hyphen version command. So the next command which we will be doing is something like we need to install Jenkins in our local machine. Before installing the Jenkins in our local machine, I just want to introduce to one other M repos from which we are downloading all the repositories. So cd/etc repository. If you see here, like by default, like this is I have created it. I will just remove this. Okay. You people are able to see, right? So in this, we have few predefined repos given by the CentOS. Using this, we can install few of the required RPMs that are required. Like right now, using this repos, we are able to install the Java, like JDK in our local machine. In similar way, if you want to install Jenkins in your local machine, let's try to do this. So if you see, I did the same command like sudo install Jenkins. When I try to do this, it tried to contact all the mirrors that has been added in as part of those repos. And it is not able to find any of the things, like it is not able to find Jenkins over there. So that is why it is not able to install Jenkins in our local machine or the CentOS which we have installed. So in order to install the Jenkins, like first of all, we need to add the repo where we can download Jenkins from. So if you go to Google and search it, like there are multiple repos through which CentOS can be installed. Sorry, Jenkins can be installed in a CentOS. Like I'm taking one example of the repo and using that I'm installing the Jenkins in our local machine. So cat okay. So first of all, like I will be downloading the repo in my local. Yeah. Before that, whenever you want to try something, we need to connect to internet. I am connecting to internet first. Then only we can download anything from internet. So if you see here, the command is basically I'm doing a wget on this URL like jenkins.repo and adding in this place like etc mrepos.d jenkins.repo. So I will just do a cat on this path so that we'll understand what we have added over there. This slash /etc repos.d Jenkins.d. So here we have added a mirror list to download the Jenkins. Like from this base URL, the Jenkins package will be available for the Red Hat and also the CentOS distributions, from which we will be downloading the Jenkins as such. Okay. So as we have added the repo, and apart from that, we need to add a key as well. So in order to add the key, this is basically for the certificate. I'm adding the key as well. Paste. So initially, if you remember, if I do sudo m install Jenkins, it is not able to download, right? Let's see what happens. It is contacting the mirror which you have created just now from the repos and trying to find if the Jenkins is there or not. Jenkins RPM is there or not. Okay. So in order to test my Jenkins installation, I already installed this Jenkins in my local machine. I will remove and recreate it so that you will understand. And remove it. Yes. I'm installing this. So it will ask whether we need to install it or not. We need to press yes. Why? So it will download packages from the repo. This is like a fresh installation of Jenkins. Like yesterday, I already tried to install Jenkins in my machine. So that is why initially when I tried to install Jenkins, it is saying it is already installed. Right now, again, I cleaned up the Jenkins installation and again reinstalling the Jenkins in my local machine. Okay. Yeah, generally it will take less time, like maybe some internet issue or something like that. It is taking too much of time to download it. Let's see. Okay. So finally, the Jenkins installation has been complete. So now we can see the status of the Jenkins, like, so whether the service is started or not. Like we install the Jenkins, like next step is something like we need to start or stop the service. So before that, I'm checking the status of the service. So right now, if you see here, my Jenkins server status is inactive and dead. Like right now, it is not started. Like first of all, we need to start the Jenkins, then we can access the Jenkins from the browser. Let's do that. So I'm trying to start the Jenkins server. And see this from the browser, like whether I'm able to access or not. Yeah, if you see here, like it failed to start the service. That's why we are not able to access an instance. Like, let's see the status, what happened. So if you see here, like the Jenkins is in the disabled state, but it is inactive and every Java process is running as is. So I think there is no issue while starting. Again, we will try to stop and see. Yeah. So I will try to disable the firewall also so that it will allow any port to run so that it won't block any ports. I'm just stopping the firewall. Let's stop and start once again. Jenkins. Yeah. Now you can see like it is taking some time to start the Jenkins. Like I stopped and restarted the process. Basically using this, it will also take around 5 minutes or something like that. And once everything is ready, it will go to the ready state actually. So in this way, this is the first type of installation, like through which we can install Jenkins in our local machine. Like it will take around 5 to 10 minutes to completely start it and go to the login page. So now the Jenkins is reachable through 8080 port and from the local host. And also I'm also trying through the IP also. Like if you see, this is the IP of the instance, like using 8080 also, it should be reachable. It will also show the same thing. Like it will take some times, and once it is ready, it will only automatically reload in the browser. So let it take some time. Meanwhile, we will go with other operations like let us try to install Jenkins in another way. Right now, we used yum install to install the Jenkins using the repos and RPMs, right? So there is another way to run the Jenkins in our local machine, that is through Tomcat. So basically we do install the Tomcat in our local machine. And using the Tomcat, we do deploy the Jenkins.war file. And based on that, we do use the Jenkins over there. We will go with the second type of installation right now. And meanwhile, this Jenkins will take some time, like it will install everything, and we will look into this later. Okay, it will take some time. And also that's why I'm stopping the service. Like we will check this installation further in some time. Okay. So the next type of installation is through Tomcat. So for that, there are few steps we need to understand. So we need to download the Tomcat into our local. So in order to download the Tomcat into our local, so we need to log into where apache.org. Like I will just go over there.
Asha, do we also need to do both the Jenkins and Tomcat?
No, like you can follow either one of this.
Okay.
Like there is no need of doing both of things. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think most of the industry uses the Tomcat way of installation because it is generic. So anywhere, like it is not specific to CentOS or RHL or something like that. You can use this Tomcat you can have this Tomcat installed in your Linux or Windows machine. And on top of this Tomcat, we can just deploy the WAR file. Okay. So in this, the first thing is something like we need to download the Tomcat archive file. So in Google, download Apache Tomcat. So we will go to tomcat.apache.org. It is the official way from where we can download the Tomcat. So right now I'm downloading the Tomcat software. So let's go down. And based on our requirement, we can download the tar.gz for the full thing. And also if you want to download for the Windows, based on the bit, we can download the zip file as well. Right now I will download the tar.gz. Okay. So this is the name of our tar, Apache-Tomcat-9.0.63, some full docs.tar.gz. I already have that link in my local, and using that link, I will just do wget in my local machine. Okay. So this is the link, and using this, I will be downloading the Apache Tomcat. Okay. This is the link. Okay. So if I do wget, paste. So first I need to add wget. So what happened? Apache Tomcat version 9 has been downloaded with my local machine. Then next one is something like to extract this tar file. Like you people remember those commands, right? I initially taught you few commands like how to extract the tar.gz, like tar space xv xzf Apache Tomcat tar.gz. So after extracting, one more folder will be created like Apache Tomcat something something dot 9.0.0 something. Yeah, this folder got created. Okay. So now what I'm doing is something like I will be renaming this to some other folder using the move command. Tomcat. So you saw it, right? This is what the final folder is all about. We downloaded the jar file, sorry, tar.gz, and we unzipped it using tar-xvf, xzf, xvf, and xzf is same. Actually, you can use xvf also. We use something like verbose. That's it. So after that, a folder will be created like what we say, Apache Tomcat 9 dot something. And after that, we rename that folder name for simplicity. Now I'm removing the original tar.gz to save the space. Okay. After that, you need to move to the Tomcat folder. So in Tomcat folder, there are multiple folders which we need to understand over here. Like first one is something like conf. The second one is something like bin. And third one is something like web apps. So if you go to the conf, so here we see all the context.xml and server.xml configurations will be there. So on which port the Tomcat should run, all these configurations are basically written over here. So if you want to modify anything, we need to come into this place and modify this thing. And also what are the Tomcat users by default it creates are also defined over here. So Tomcat users.xml. So all these users, like right now, a user with name Tomcat is created. Apart from that, few roles, a Tomcat role name has been created, and also another role one has been created. Right now, these are not required for us. We will just deploy our application over here. So another thing is something like bin, cd bin. So in order to start and stop our application, the bin is the folder which we need to understand. After going into the bin, we need to type / how to run a shell script. It is simply / startup.sh. So it will start our application. So now the Tomcat has been started. Like how to access the Tomcat. So Tomcat also runs with the same port as Jenkins runs. Like let's see, let's try to access it. So if you see here, like after doing Tomcat, so I just tried to verify whether the Tomcat has been installed properly or not. I did IP:8080. Now you are able to see the Tomcat configuration. So the next step is to install the WAR file. The Jenkins WAR file has to deploy, right? For that, we need to download the WAR file and just copy into the which folder? Web apps folder. So right now I'm stopping this. For stopping shutdown.sh. So after shutdown.sh, what if you see here, this Tomcat will not be accessible in the browser. Yeah, see, it is unable to connect. So now what we have to do, again, move to the home directory. So the next important thing is something like download the jenkins.war file. So again, in order to download the jenkins.war file, just we need to go to the Google and type download jenkins.war. So there are two types of releases. One is something like a stable release, and one is something like a weekly release. Like every week, some new fixes. These are like beta versions. Like, so these are like development versions. Like we should not consider this regular releases. Like we just need to take the stable release. Okay. So, and we need to scroll down and see what under where we are installing our war file. So we are installing our war file in the CentOS. So we need to click on it. Not here. Yeah. So these are the multiple versions of Jenkins war file from where we can download it. Like so if you want to download any of the version, just click on it. It will download it to your local. Similarly, I am also deploying one of the version. So if you see here, like open file, it will, if you just click on OK, like it will save it. So in this way, I'm taking the URL of one of the thing, like right click on it, copy the link. And after copying the link, I'm going into my terminal and I will be doing wget over here. In this way, I can download the jenkins.war file. So I already have the command in my local and I will use it. So wget. Paste. So after this war file is basically copied in my local, like it is in the folder /root. I'm copying this jenkins.war2 tomcat /web apps. So here you saw it, right? Jenkins.war is basically copied. After copying it, we just need to restart our Jenkins server so the deployment will happen. So for that, we need to just restart our Tomcat. So I am going there and restarting it. cd bin /startup.sh. So with this, my Tomcat has been started. And let's go over there to the browser and see it again. So initially, this is not connected. Let's reconnect. So once the application is started, if you go to web apps, like initially we copied only what we have copied only jenkins.war file. A new folder got generated, like something like Jenkins. Like this is our context. Like if you type like after port 8080/Jenkins, our Jenkins application should open. Let's see. So this is the basic Tomcat home. After that, I'm trying to open Jenkins, which I have just deployed. Yeah. So as you seen earlier, like again, it went into the same page. And after reloading it, it will go to the login page. Let's see. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. And if you people have any questions like what is this IP like 192.168.122.1, like I have to go to my mission, and in my mission I need to do ifconfig over here. So this is the IP which I am using to connect. Okay, it is also similar to localhost. So after this, like in order to log in, we need to just take the initial admin password from here and copy the admin password here. Like I will just copy this path. Do cat or here. So this is the initial password which we need to give. So next one is something like, so Jenkins by default comes with few plugins. And also it gives us the functionality to select what are the plugins which we want to install over there. Like, are you able to see my screen? No, right? I'm not sharing it properly. Are you able to see my screen now?
No, Harsha.
No, right? Like, give me one second. Like you got the point, right? I initially copied the password from the path which I have shown, that has been shown out there in the screen, and got the password and pasted it out there.
But administrative password?
We will be setting in future. Okay.
Oh, I thought like there it got stuck. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, like somehow, like I'm sharing my screen. Like, give me one second. Yeah. I don't know why you are not able to see it right now. Yeah. Still, it is showing like started sharing screen, right?
Yes, yes.
One second. Again, we'll try it.